All right, let me know if y'all can hear me now. Can y'all hear me now? Y'all like that thumbnail though. Give me a thumbs up or something if you can hear me though. I think you can hear me though. I can see my mic on jumping off the board a little bit. Yeah, I had to change my settings. I ain't have my I don't got none of my equipment. I'm on the road. Jay Young, what's up, bro? That's my brother over there, man. I know he happy because he an Eagles fan. We was getting our ass bust. What's good? What's good, CLG? Much better. What's up, Asmodeus? I was talking shit. I said Alpha Mason and Asmodeus. I don't know what y'all do, but no matter what time I jump on, y'all always ready for the smoke, man. I love that. Greedy vegan, no audio, bro. Let me erase this other video real quick so that people know that that ain't the one to watch. Hold on a second, because they probably think that that's the one, because you know how YouTube be doing me mad dirty. Damn, I got 97 views on that joint in 20 seconds. That's pretty damn good. Let me erase this bitch though. Edit. I'll delete this. All right, hold on. I'm gonna delete this video. Then we coming. Boom. And boom. All right. All right, it's enough of y'all in here. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. It's 42 of y'all in here. I know y'all not happy, but I ain't got nothing to do with it. I ain't do it. So y'all gotta like, you know what I mean? We look bad, my dude. Greedy vegan, you was right. Let me put my glasses on. I'm being stubborn and shit. I can't see a motherfucker thing. Let me see if I can just blow this joint up. Boom. That's right. I don't want to wear my glasses today. I don't feel like it. What's up, loving Aries? What's up, Brandy? I gotta say hi to the ladies first. Fuck y'all niggas. Oh, excuse me. Men, gentlemen. Man, y'all are not niggers. I can't even say that. Can I? Robert Garcia, what's up? Thumbnail crazy. Yeah, that's how y'all feeling right now. I had to think of a thumbnail that like embodies the Cowboy Nation right now. I mean, everybody fucked up right now. I understand, man. I understand. Kellen, no more, please. Yeah, I feel you on that. Like 100. Y'all still ain't got enough likes. There's 49 of y'all in here, man. At least give me the at least 40 likes, man. Come on, man. Then we'll start up. Thank you. Fire Kelly. Y'all ready to fire Kellen already? People still defending Dak. Yeah, they are. The reverse is back. That reverse never left. I don't know where you thought it went. Only person that made it look halfway decent was Cedric. Cedric Wilson made some of these gadget plays look. He saved Kellen a lot last season because he made these gadget plays look halfway decent. But you know, there's a saying: sometimes when you win, you really lose. So when you win, especially in coaching, I know y'all know this. When you win doing shit that don't make no sense, it encourages you to do more of it. So Kellen Moore was only encouraging him by letting him get a couple of those trick plays off last year because when you look at it for the most part, they very rarely work. So let's just get right into it. I'll get into some of your comments later. I don't want to get distracted from the pace. So what I'll do now, like I'll jump into the comments and we'll start a conversation a little later. Right now, I'm just going straight talk to y'all, man. And before I really dig in, just know this. You can like a player, but understand his limitations at the same time. Just understand that. So when I start really going in on your boy Dak, understand that it has nothing to do with me not liking Dak and everything to do with a gross over assessment of what we're trying to make him be. We don't have to make I've been saying this, and this is not you can go back and check the 49ers game, you can check any of those games. This has nothing to do with me thinking Dak shouldn't be our quarterback. Dak should be our quarterback. Dak shouldn't be our quarterback trying to be or trying to force him to be Aaron Rodgers, Peyton Manning, or any of those guys. Because he doesn't have to be for this team in particular to win. Neither did Tony Romo. Tony Romo learned this though later after the injuries and the crazy shit. And he started handing the fucking ball off. Excuse my French. I'm gonna try to curse. I don't care. I'm just gonna do me. But you know what I'm saying. So when I say that because uh, on Twitter, I've been going in there. Dak looked like shit. He looked like a dookie. Yeah, for sure. And it's because we're so beholden to trying to force Dak into this pass friendly scheme where he has to light up the scoreboards like he's Kurt Warner in the Rams. We try to keep making him be that guy, and it's ignoring his true strengths, which is he's a guy with grit. He's a smart quarterback when it comes to his understanding of moments in the game. You know what I mean? Situational football and understanding those moments and when he needs energy. As far as like being able to make every single throw on command, he can make every throw on command. No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say he make those things look easy either. But we're not doing him any favors, and he's not doing himself any favors, nor is Kellen Moore. When you look at the fact that when you even go back to the 49ers game, the only drive that was consistent and good was when he was under center, had the threat of run, even if you're not going to run, and was under center. And we took a methodical approach to getting downfield. No tricks, no gimmicks, just straight smash mouth, gritty, ran the ball effectively, good balance, and we scored. Now, any fool who looks at that and says, this is the way we scored, this is the thing that we did that was successful and that was productive, and goes away from it, anybody, whether that's Kellen or Dak, audibling out of it, then there are a problem. I put more on Kellen because I know Dak ain't calling triple double reverses. I know he ain't calling that shit on his own 30s. So I put more on Kellen than I do on Dak. I will say that. But at the end of the day, if Dak can have the audacity to audible out of run plays, then he should also have the audacity to audible out of bullshit plays that are called at the wrong time. So I still put a little bit of that on you too, because you heard the call, and I know y'all don't feel comfortable with this shit because I haven't seen it consistently work. I've seen it work, and who does that? Who puts plays in that work less? That fail more than they are effective. That doesn't make any sense. And I know you guys have been watching just like I have. If I'm sitting on the couch and I can tell you on our 30 or on their 30, Kellen Moore, our 30, the 50, and their 30, those three places, Kellen Moore is likely to do some tricky shit. And this is with a team that has Bones Fossil on it as a coach, who's also very, risky. But I don't even mind his risk taking when you look at it. So to get a gauge on how these guys really move or how they, how they're thinking, it's asinine to me. I don't understand Kellen Moore. I'm sitting on the couch and I can figure this shit out. A lot of you guys know because you watch me or you watch other people who may have caught it. I ain't gonna take all the credit. Maybe somebody else has seen that shit. But Kellen Moore likes to do tricky, weird shit at the wrong time, man. Now, Zeke getting 10 carries in a game where he's averaging 5.2 yards a carry. You're looking at a game where you see guys are kind of new on the offensive line. Why would you drop back and start passing it and go past Happy as if you have a line that's already predicated for that? They haven't even gotten a chance to gel. Now, although I will say I had no problem with Connor McGovern when he was in, and I had no problem with the way Tyler Smith played most of the night, to be honest with you. I think he played very, very well. And I was going to get to that a little later. I don't have any problem with the way he played, but allowing those guys to fire off the ball has been something I kept screaming, and it's getting to a point where I don't know what to say about it because I know they can see it. I know they can see it because they watch film just like we do. So if the run is effective and power run in particular was effective, what is the need for the Q shit if just line up and run is working? Remember, the Titans is working for this team. We don't have to do a lot of shit. The game was close the entire night. So for people who say, well, the defense, if you told me that the defense was going to hold Tom Brady this year to 19 points versus the 31 that he scored last year, I'd have said, we win the fucking game, number one. Number two, I would say that's good damn defense when they got Julio Jones and Mike Evans. And then you got Trayvon, who got picked on all crazy in the offseason. You see Jalen Ramsey get his ass torched all crazy in the first game. So you're like, okay, Trayvon, let's see what you do because they keep comparing you to this guy. He played out. I thought he played the lights out first half. I think that red zone touchdown. I mean, you keep putting somebody in the fucking red zone. Eventually, they're going to score on you. So I don't even have a problem with that score that he gave up in the red zone. But I'm tired of having to make these nuanced excuses for our guys based on situational football, including the defense. If I was on this defense, I would be pissed off because Micah Parsons played lights out 2 defensive drives in a row. Get what I'm saying? So when you got guys that's stepping up the way they're stepping up, and this offense can't even give you any spark. Like if you're on the field more, of course you're gonna get run on because they got more opportunities at bat to run on you and tire you out, which is what the fuck we should be doing to them. They're showing you by beating us. Every team that beats us shows you how we should be playing them, which is crazy. They play our style the way we should be playing against us to beat us, but we can't figure this shit out. In boxing, I say something, right? My trainer taught me this. He said, if somebody do some shit to you that hurts or does something to you that's effective and you can't quite stop it, you know what you do? Do it back. That's crazy shit. That's just common sense. That shows how it's not a genius. It doesn't take a genius to know that. You know what I mean? If something's working, at least do it back. But Kellen is a guy that I don't know. He's stubborn, man. He wants to win throwing the ball or not at all. And you can't have that type of mentality and call yourself a winner in any league. Adaptability is the key. When you have to throw, you have to throw. In situations when you have to. I don't see any situation that spoke to Dak having to be a 300-yard quarterback last night because he didn't have to be. Nor did Tom Brady. They both understood that. I think Tom Brady understood that. Guys like Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, they understand that. Aaron Rodgers, when he beat the 49ers last year, you saw that team is a risk-taking team. They're forcing you to do certain things, right? So, what they couldn't do was stop. Well, they were stopping the run in the game that I broke down versus him, but you had to tire them out and get like gritty drives. You weren't going to go down the field. You weren't going to get anything deep on them. That's just the way the games were going. And that was Aaron Rodgers finishing the game. I think I don't want to quote his yards, but I know it was either 198 yards or around 200 yards. He didn't have 300, 400-yard games against those guys. So good quarterbacks understand this. Peyton Manning as well. People keep thinking, and it's sort of like the Floyd Mayweather effect. Everybody thinks that Floyd Mayweather's shoulder roll is his best defense because that's what he does when he's fighting a bum like the Washington, what are they called now? What the fucks? When you're playing bums and you're blowing them out, just because you can do whatever you want, you can do your shoulder roll then, doesn't mean you do that when you're up against the top competition. So Dak will have those stat boosting games against bum teams where he can play however the fuck he wants. But when it counts, when you look at guys like Peyton Manning, he had no problem handing the ball off to his running back over and over again if you were lined up in a situation where he felt it was more effective for him to do that. Dak, for the life of me, can't figure that out. And he thinks that shotgun is his bread and butter when shotgun is the worst formation for Dak Prescott. I said it here, and I'm going to keep saying that shit. Because Dak Prescott, well, he said, they going to hate you for keeping it a buck. Yeah, that's 100%. Hold on a second. Let me see what y'all was saying real quick. I'll jump back over here. I know I'm going to miss a lot of y'all, so y'all got to excuse me. It's been a minute. Make sure, more of y'all hit the like button, let people know that I'm on here, and let them know that it's some effective content. But anyway, getting back to it. When you go back to Dak versus the 49ers, we got more of the same. So I said that so that the people who are giving Dak the excuse that it was the offensive line and it was, he got injured and it was no, this has been a problem since last year. This is not, and it was a problem for 2 quarters of last night. It wasn't a problem because he got hurt in the 4th quarter, and he didn't get hurt because I got problems with Jerry, just like everybody else does. But it ain't Jerry's fault, man. He didn't get hurt because Jerry didn't go hire a offensive lineman fast enough for Dak's blind side. He got hurt because we were throwing the ball too much. He didn't have to get hurt. If we would have played a game manager, just control the clock type of game, the way they were playing against us, you would have had it where, first off, Tom Brady got hit, I think, a little more than Dak did in the first place. But you would have got it to a point where Zeke would have had an effect on that defense well enough for Dak's play action ability to take effect. And it wasn't taking effect because you have no reason to. Why would they step forward and come forward when you're not making them? You're not making them. Zeke was hurting them when they were lining up in run fronts. They had single high on, I think, the first play that Zeke, got a first down on. And then immediately after that, if you go look on my Twitter, immediately after the first down, they run a double reverse on a first down. Why the fuck are you doing that on first down? They just got a spoonful of Zeke and didn't like it, right? They didn't like how it tastes. Do it again. Do that again. You want to run Tony Pollard? Guess what? Get him and Zeke off the field at the same time. You don't got to trick nobody. Line Tony Pollard up like he did at the end of the game, and just run the fucking ball with Tony Pollard. He knows how to run the ball. He's not a guy he's not like they treat Tony Pollard like he's Turpin or like he's what's that dude Austin that we had before? Trayvon. What the fuck ever his name? You know what I'm talking about. Austin, the dude from the Rams. Tavon Austin or something like that. But they treat Pollard like he's him. Pollard is a guy like Kamara. Give him the fucking ball and let him run. He can run on the edge or run through the middle. It doesn't matter with the way this line was blocking last night. And yeah, I'm sipping through a straw. I don't care. I don't got to drink off the glass all the time. But, I mean, do what I want. And I wear a pink shirt sometimes. So what? You can't beat me. Anyway, at the end of the day, the fact that they don't grasp that and they weren't on that. So somebody calling me right now. Ish. What's good? I'm on live right now. Yeah, let me hit you right back. All right. All right, bet. Crazy shit. Anyway, the fact that they don't take that into account and they'll just line up and run the ball, that makes no sense. Dak actually played like he was pressing last night. I don't understand why. The game was close the entire night. The entire night. And to compare it, shout out to Dan Campbell, to that Parcells, coaching tree. Dan Campbell, that Sean Payton tree, you know what I mean, coming from Parcells, because they understand what true football is, man. It's never too late to run until the fourth quarter at the end of the bitch. He stuck with the run against the Eagles. I watched that Eagles game because I was trying to see what the kid Davis was doing. They took Davis right out the game. You know how they took Davis out the game? When they wanted to run Swift, they ran Swift on the outside. They ran the kid Williams. I think his name was Williams, number 30. They ran him in the middle, right? We could have took the same strategy with Zeke and Pollard. Run Zeke through power dives and straight up the middle, off tackle, shit like that, and run Tony off the edge, sweeps and sprints, and you know what I mean, option routes, what do you call it, counter trades and shit like that. That's exactly what the Lions were doing against the Eagles, and they saw that. Hey, the pass is not so effective, but the run is. So they stuck with the run even when they were down. They kept fucking running the ball, and it made the game close in the end. And then you start passing to try to, edge it out. But that's the same type of game we were supposed to be playing last night. And if we would have done that, though, everybody who says that, the defense got run on, because we were turning the ball over, and we were having a bunch of 3-and-outs. We weren't effective, and we weren't driving the ball down the field. If we were running the ball, this defense would have pitched not a shutout, but it would have been maybe a 6-point game. Tampa Bay didn't do shit. Nothing. And I'm tired of saying that. The 49ers didn't do shit either. Teams that beat us lately aren't doing shit. And that's not a fanboy talking saying, oh, man, they ain't really do shit to us. Nah, straight up, if you beat our ass, you beat our ass. I'll say it. They're not beating our ass. We are beating ourselves. We've been doing that for quite some time. And we beat ourselves against the 49ers by not running the ball. And we beat ourselves last night by not running the ball consistently and setting the tone and allowing this young offensive line to not only gain some confidence, but to hurt some people. Shout out to Tyler Smith. Shameless plug, if you go back to my breakdown of Tyler Smith a couple months ago, I said that the one thing that I like about him is the thing that you don't like at the same time. It's a gift and a curse. Somebody always ends up on the ground when he's blocking them. And that's how, in this case, Connor McGovern got hurt because Tyler felt like pancaking this guy, whoever he was blocking. So much so that he pancakes his guy onto Connor McGovern's leg. Both of them fell onto his ankle. And that was it. I don't know what he did to it, but he rolled that ankle pretty bad. And that's due to the fact that Tyler Smith likes to take guys down to the ground. So that's the only knock I have on this game. Stop taking guys to the ground or reckless, because you're gonna hurt your own men doing that. That's great when you're on the edge and you got guys stonewalled on the outside. You got an opportunity to pancake them, take it. But not in the trenches where his body's flying around. He does that a little bit too much, and I think you're gonna hurt a lot of people doing that. We had that with Connor Williams, but Connor Williams wasn't taking guys to the ground. He was getting taken to the ground, flying into people's legs. So at least it's us doing the throwing to the ground. I like that part of it, Tyler. I like the energy, but guys stop diving around on the ground. But other than that, I think Tyler's played a good game. Can't say enough about Kellen Moore, man. Shout out to him. He is a genius. You know, they say people who are touched are definitely special, and he is special. And he should get the fuck out of Dallas, in my opinion, due to the fact that he overthinks things. He's so smart that he's dumb. So I don't want him here. This is me saying it again. I said it and I keep going back on it because people keep saying shit that make me think different. I ain't changing my mind again. Fuck Kellen Moore. I don't want him here. He's a beta male. And I'm not just saying it just to be, just for clicks and likes. He really is. You could tell by the way he calls plays that he's desperate in situations you don't have to be desperate in. That's beta mentality, man. You reach for shit that you don't have to reach for. Get him out of here. I think he's been exposed already. I don't need a whole season to figure it out. I hope that Mike McCarthy, even if it's boring, takes over the play calling. And I'm saying this, and it's hard to say, man, because I didn't like these motherfuckers, because I love Dez. I did not like these guys. But Scott Linehan and Jason Garrett are better than Kellen Moore. Period. Jason Garrett would have won that game last night. Boring as he is, he'd have won that game last night because he would have ran the fucking football. They both at least knew that much. They knew how to run the football. It's not a coincidence that suddenly the exit of Jason Garrett enters the ending or the twilight of Zeke's career somehow. And when you look at Zeke's stats, I looked at that for people who say that Zeke ain't it. When you look at Zeke's stats, right, you start paying attention to him, y'all can go back and look at him. His amount of carries are totally, correlate exactly with the amount of yards that he gets. So when he getting 320 carries, 300 carries a year, then it's the Zeke that you love. Now he's only getting like 240, 230, something in there. So his yards are down some, but his productivity isn't. He's exactly where he was. It's just that Tony's getting those extra yards, that extra 600 yards per season. So I have no problem with the two-headed monster that we have here. Run both these guys. I think we have an offense that can do something that's very rare if we decided to use them the way we should, because Tony doesn't need as many carries as Zeke. You give Tony 150, maybe 200 carries, and Zeke 200 carries, you're going to have 2,000-yard backs seasonally, not one season, seasonally. If you give Tony his touches, I think 10 to 15 touches a game, Zeke needs at least 20 a game, and you commit yourself to 35 touches a game, 35 to 40 touches a game, unless you are getting blown out from the first fucking quarter. But even then, I think you still can run the football. But 35 to 40 touches per game on the ground. Now, you can split that between Dak, Tony, and Zeke if you want. I don't give a fuck how you do it. But that is effective winning football for this team in particular. Shout out to Ken Lott, who think we're a passing team. We are a passing team, but we're not supposed to be. Everybody who thinks that Dak needs 3 number 1 wide receivers to be effective, then you're saying what I'm saying. You're saying that Dak ain't that guy, right? To be dicing it up and chopping it up, because he needs guys that can get immediate separation who aren't like possession guys, right? You need a bunch of them, right? Okay, so he ain't that guy. But you can't tell me that last night Dak didn't have guys that was open, because people tried to put it on the receivers last night. I saw Dak throwing bad passes last night. I saw him out in the open, nobody in front of him, throw passes behind Noah Brown, whoever else. So, hey, I'm fine with that if we're running the ball. Let's run the ball. All right, let's move on, man. But I think, as I said, people misdiagnose his skills because, like I said, when I say that I don't like the way we're using Dak, I think that Dak is more effective as a guy that you look at like I'm not saying this to be smart, but like a Flacco, or the way the Eagles even use Nick Foles and shit like that when they went to the Super Bowl. You running the ball, but then you have a guy who knows situational football, knows how to win when it counts. That's all you need. That's really all Tom Brady does most of the time. That's why he's winning by field goals most of the time when he's winning Super Bowl. Most of the Super Bowls were tight, contested defensive games that he just edged out at the right time. Peyton Manning was the same way. When Peyton Manning learned, when he broke his neck and he learned to chill the fuck out a little bit, he got better because he started leaning on his players to make him better. So All that squash. All of the Kellen Moore is a good offensive coordinator. That's out. Because if you can't, you're not a good offensive coordinator if you only need superstars to be a good offensive coordinator. If you can't put guys in position to get open when they're not the greatest wide receiver on the field, then that means you're not that good, man. If you can't figure out how to use Zeke and Tony Pollard in this offensive line, you're not that good. When you have a hurt offensive line and you don't know how to curtail your offense to suit those injuries and those deficiencies, you're not that good. When you're not smart enough to understand that, hey, your line is hurt. Don't put Tony Pollard in the pass protect. I know that was your plan, but don't put Tony Pollard in the pass protect. Maybe Dak doesn't get hurt. You do that. See what I'm saying? So fuck all of that. I'm done with that. We already touched Zeke and Tony. I already touched Tyler Smith. J-Rod Curse is hurt. Mad that he's hurt. That really will affect the defense. I think Izzy Makamu and Cox will both play as a result of that. But they can't take over. They can't equate to his level of leadership and play calling ability. So that's going to be a major blow. Hope that he gets better pretty quick. They say it's 3 to 4 weeks, but I hope he gets better pretty quick. And as far as Cox, I hope Cox plays. I don't know why he was inactive yesterday, but I'm done with the LV experiment too, man. He's another guy that I think we've misdiagnosed or grossly misdiagnosed his level of skill. Is he good? Yes. The problem that we have with LVE is he was a number 1 draft pick, and we want to keep treating him like because of his draft position. Draft position is not an indication of talent. Obviously, we know this, right? But his draft position gives us this hope when he's really not better than what's Gifford? That's the kid's name. He's not better than that guy. You know what I mean? He's not better than I don't think he's our top 4 linebacker on this team, in my opinion. People came at Anthony Barr last night. He looked a bit slow too, but he's new here, new to the scheme. Maybe he needs to readjust. I can give some excuses to because I've seen him play. LV, I'm done with that experiment though, personally speaking. So people who think we were getting torched on the ground, I don't blame LV in particular. And let me take this off of him. Even with the plays that I point out, and I will in a second, I'm going to show y'all some film. I just wanted to jump on here and talk to y'all before I started the film because sometimes when I take too long with the film and I don't get it out, we miss these candid conversations. So I'm going to start doing these first, and then I'll jump on and do the other shit. Somebody calling me from Minnesota. I don't know who that is. But anyway, even with the plays that I think that he missed on, the defense still played pretty damn good in my opinion. So even with LVE, I think missing the hole twice, 3 times maybe. He made some good plays, but 3 times I think he made some bonehead plays that gave up big runs. But even with that, we still held him to 19 points. So it ain't even that bad. It's just when you start looking at when the house is burning, you start looking at everything, right? And that's how I look at it. But outside of that, man, that's what I truly feel, and that's my reaction on the game. I feel like Cox should be playing based on the way he played in preseason. I think that he is a more dynamic player. And now that Curse is hurt, I think that he should get more tick along with Izzy Mukamu, who I think phenotypically uh, resembles Curse. He's long. He played well in the preseason as well. So I want to see those guys step up. I would say that we would have to run Zeke more now, but nothing surprises me with Kellen Moore at this point. I don't think that he should be our offensive coordinator moving forward. I know it's the first game. I know I sound crazy. And I will say once again, I have no problem being 100% wrong 5 weeks from now and saying, my bad. But I doubt I'll have to say that because I don't think that he's the guy, man. I personally don't. So if there is good or silver lining in this bullshit of a display that we put out there, there's 2 things that came out of this that were very good. One, Jerry Jones is embarrassed and upset. You can see it in his face. And when Jerry gets upset, shit starts happening. He starts to, look at himself as well. So that's 1. 2, there's the only way to get Kellen away from here was for last night and shit like last night and the 49ers game to happen. Because like I said, when you're winning, doing shit the wrong way, then you stuck doing that, man. So with that said, Like I said, those guys out of here. I'm gonna go in the comments, start talking to y'all guys a little bit, see what y'all was saying up here, because I've been talking a lot of shit and I ain't been reading. Let's see. I'm gonna go up to the top though. So my bad if I miss what y'all saying at this current moment. Kellen is booty. Ready Red was good. Paul was good. He said Dak looks super duper below average. He does because they're trying to ask him to do shit that he's not Peyton Manning. He's not Peyton Manning. Man, I don't know if I have motivation to watch these next 7 or so that gonna be missing. JP was good. I got motivation to watch it because like I said, Dak ain't the whole team. No players bigger than the team. Hold on, somebody just gave me a super chat. I gotta jump to that. Let me see who gave me $5. $5. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Hold on, I gotta get to it. Though. I don't know where you at. All right, that is Benny Blaze. Being a Cowboy fan is like being in an abusive relationship for 25 years and expecting it to get better. It's extremely hard to cheer for this team. I won't say all that. It's not. It's hard. It's hard to watch because not because of that. So I get where you're going with that, and I don't like. I'm not trying to shut you down like you can't have your feelings, but I think you're wrong. Because it's not like that. Because it's not an abusive relationship. An abusive relationship is like the Lions, rooting for the Lions. You know what I mean? Where you just know that they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't that. And shout out to the Lions. Y'all still ain't shit. But are the Texans, like Eastside Herald, wherever you at, shout out to you, man, because you got that. You got that down. You was an abused wife in your past life. See, but it's not like that. It's like being a teacher and you got to deal with this piece of shit kid that's getting abused at home, right? Like I wasn't getting abused at home. I just was bad as shit. But you got a kid that underachieves in your classroom, and you know he could be a straight A student if only he applied himself. But he's still giving you fucking F's and C's because he don't give a fuck, or because he just does bonehead shit. That was me. So that is what it's more like. Rooting for this team is like that. Like, you know they're gonna fuck up because you know they're not really applying themselves the right way. So it's worse watching us because of that, because you understand that we can win. That's what makes it hurt. You ain't mad when you know you ain't shit. You ain't mad. You're just like, great, I love this team. I don't care. They ain't shit. They ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of teams plenty of fans that have that type of situation and they still root. Why? Because they shit else to do. They just love football and they want to watch people fly around and hit shit. That's cool. Or they got their thing that they do, like the Raiders. If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. They just like watching dirty shit. So that's some fans. You know what I mean? Chargers fans. You just like watching good quarterback play, and you don't want to climax. It's just that. You know what I mean? So it's more like that, in my opinion. Sorry to correct your shit, but that's what I would say, bro. Uh, and he said the defense almost held Brady without a TD. Paul was good. Facts. Cesar was good. Motivation. Cream rises to the top. Cleveland, I know you got something good to say. Agreed on Kellen. We need Sean Payton, but Jerry prefers beta coaches. Okoye has a Dak turn to Dakota on this match alone. No, not on this one alone. I think it's a collective thing. And I don't want to even say that about Dak. Like I said, I have no problem with Dak Flacco. I have no problem with Dak Hasselback. I don't have no problem with Dak Dilfer. I do have a problem with Dak Brady and Dak Manning. Those motherfucking Daks don't work. But the Dak that lines up under center, runs the ball. Matter of fact, Dak McNair. Shout out to McNair, rest in peace. But those type of Daks work. Where you ain't trying to, we ain't got to do all that. Let Zeke, run the ball down their throat till they hurt, or until he is. And if he's hurt, then I understand you doing the bullshit that you're doing right now because you have to. But if he ain't hurt, if Zeke ain't hurt or injured, like the end of last year, I couldn't really say much because I'm like, are they doing this because Zeke hurt his knee? Is it worse than what we thought? And I thought it was worse than what we thought. So I kind of couldn't say shit. I was like, maybe that's why they doing this dumb shit. But now, no, Zeke ain't hurt right now. Zeke had a great offseason, and he's playing good yesterday. So maybe they don't want him to get hurt again. But 10 carries for Zeke now is like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Stop it. Anyway, let's go back out. All right. They ran the ball away from Parsons and gained good yardage. That's because our clumsy chemist, that you sound like a bad drug dealer, man. Clumsy chemist. Don't let him cook no meth in your house. Anyway, Shout out to the bad drug dealers. Anyway, what I was saying. Oh, when they ran away from Parsons, it's because they haven't realized like when Parsons lines up on the side, he has that much impact. So what I would do is shift the defense to D Law and let Parsons handle his side because they're going to run away from him and force them like they did a couple times. They did it the right way. They forced them. They forced them to run towards D Law, like on that short yardage play where D Law and LVE killed them in the backfield. Is because they were running away from Parsons on that one too. What up, Special K? What's good with you? Defensive coordinator has his number. Has his number. Kellen has to go. Yeah, all defensive coordinators know what Kellen about to do, man. Nothing. LV should have been gone. Sandra Love, what's good with you? I can't even be excited about this defense though, knowing our offense is going to expose our own defense. I wouldn't even say they exposed the defense though. That's how good this defense is, man. The defense been doing good. Man, that dude ran right by LV and nobody blocked him. Facts. He picked the no hole. You can see the hole. You can see him looking at the hole. He goes left. There's no hole there. So you know the runner, even though he's faking, the running back was leaning into that gap. But there was no gap. So you hit your hole, fill your gap. And then if he still want to run right into Bohanna or whoever he was running toward, let him do that. Because he gonna get tackled. But run into your gap. He tried to run and fill, he just tried to follow the running back rather than going to where he should have been. And if he'd have went to where he should be and just read the play the right way, he would have destroyed that. I'm actually rooting for LVE because he's in there. So it's not even like I'd be like, I can't wait for him to fuck up so he can get out. When he's playing, I'm waiting for this first round draft pick to show up. LVE, his problem is that he was drafted in the first round and that they treat him like a first rounder, even though he's not playing like one. And then we expect a first rounder, even though he's not really one, right? LVE as a third, fourth round pick, fifth round pick, you'll be happy with everything he's doing. You'll be clapping and shit, just like you would be if it was Gifford in there. You know why? Because you're like, it's only Gifford. We'll get somebody better back in there next week. But because it's LVE, nobody says anything because their expectations are so high and they want him to be better than he is. He's just not. You're not. But that doesn't mean he doesn't need the spot on his team. That's what I be saying. He don't need to be pushed up there to be the wolf on his team or on any team. That's why nobody took him in. Why do you think he's still on this fucking team? He had an opportunity in free agency. Why do you think he's still here on a one-year deal? Come on, man. Tell me why. And that's the reason that he's going to be starting is because he's here on a one-year deal and they want to make sure he gets enough tick to showcase what he can do just in case you want to shop him in the offseason. But fuck all that business talk and fuck your feelings towards LV. Just let him back somebody's up and then give him a backup contract. Let him humble himself. You want to play football longer. Get you a backup contract, become the Bill Bates of this team, and just be that hustle guy that everybody likes more than they should. That's cool. Scott Case, Bill Bates, every team has one. Let him be that guy. But they keep trying to push him out there to be this great player, and he's never going to be that. I don't think he's going to be that. All right. Yo, AKOYE, I just wanted to hop in before practice and say we missed you. I'm ready for McCarthy to call plays. Tyler Smith is a baller. Wayne's World, what's up, brother? Missed y'all too. And just so y'all know, like I'm really, where the hell is it? Really all over the place, man. I'm actually at a conference right now, and I'm giving people my whole government. Let me not hold that shit up. People start fucking with me like they did Mark Holmes. No, but I'm in a conference for a home healthcare business that we're starting. So I'm in Tampa. That's why I wasn't on last night. I was flying out here, but I'm not gone. I gotta focus on what pays the bills at this current moment. And I will be on now that it's the football season, but in the off season, it just didn't make any sense. I'm like, I'm doing too much already, and it was just crazy for me, so I couldn't get on as much as I wanted. But I missed y'all too. That's 100. Sadiqa Charles, my bad. Iceberg Slim. Oh, you talking to somebody else? Hell to the real queen. Salute. Oh, y'all love Sadiqa. Sadiqa, I used to call you Sadiq for a long time too. My bad. Let's see. Anybody say anything to me that AKOYE, don't think none of that BS, but some of y'all in the chat are stupid as fuck. I mean, that's some of us everywhere. You should see my Twitter, people talking crazy. What's up, AKOYE? Welcome back, my brother. Joining late, gotta run it back from the beginning to catch it, but here now. Yes, sir. You do gotta run it back from the beginning. All right, I'm gonna start from. He said Dak. Hold on, what did you say? Dak isn't a game manager. Let me see. Davey said it. Dak isn't a game manager. Cooper Rush isn't better than Dak. No other QB available or in the draft is better than Dak. If you think any of these things are, you're a dumbass. Well, I guess I'm a dumbass because I think Dak is definitely a game manager that knows how to win games. That's not why is game manager disrespectful? Game managers, you know why they call them game managers? Because they don't lose games for you. Number one. Number two, game managers know how to win. They know how to score when it counts. Let me name you some game managers who are Super Bowl champions. Did I name Trent Dilfer? He was a fucking game manager. Um, Ben Roethlisberger's first Super Bowl, he was a fucking game manager. Tom Brady's like first 4 Super Bowls, he was a game manager. For real. Peyton Manning's last Super Bowl, he was a game manager. The Super Bowl he lost, he was a game manager. You know what I'm saying? What was it? Rex Grossman, who took the Bears to the Super Bowl. He was a game manager. Last Super Bowl. Matter of fact, we lost to Jimmy Garoppolo. He's a game manager. Matt Stafford, for a long time, he's a gunslinger though, but he's better as a game manager. You know what I'm saying? Who else you got? You can keep going. It's plenty of. Matter of fact, you can't tell me when what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? What the fuck is his name? You know the kid I don't like. What's the kneeler's name? What's his name? Connor? Colin. Colin Kaepernick. He's a game manager. Joe Flacco. Game manager. So stop me. Why I treat game manager like it's a curse word? Fucking gunslingers don't generally do that well. Or guys who are just high flyers, they don't generally do that well because they're guys that outpay. They're like a gun in basketball. You'll have a team with like Kobe. Kobe without some guys that slow it down for him. Kobe was a gun. It's fun to watch, but he wasn't winning shit unless he had people who could play team football. Team football, team basketball. Team basketball, AI. I'm from Philly. AI he wasn't a gun though. AI actually would actually pass the ball. But he was fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? That and one shit is fun to watch, but it don't win games. That shit don't win games. You know what I'm saying? So game manager is not a curse word to you, Davey. No disrespect to you. I know what you're trying to say, but game manager ain't a curse word. I think game manager is what the fuck he is, and that's fine. Because I would take Dak as a game manager winning Super Bowls than this Dak who thinks that he fucking quick draw McGraw. I would take that all day. Y'all crazy. If you say differently, you're probably lying, and I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? He said it's like being a fan for a Cubs style. This good boy crazy. Eric Montoya, what's good with you, bro? All right, I think I got everybody that was back in the Benny Blaze 215. You must be from Philly, like me. Tyrod Taylor is a game manager. Yep. He would have won last night. Troy Aikman was a game manager. Thank you, brother. Thank you. He damn sure was. He damn sure. Russell Wilson was too. So tell me where. No, Romo wasn't a game manager until the end of his career. Kamik Ozzy. He was later in his career, not in the beginning. But the guys that we tend to like, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm going to need a health aid for my mother. Sadiqa, I hear you. Tell me what state. If you're in Maryland, I can help you. Let's see. He said Tom ceased being a game manager in 2007. That may be so. Tom ceased being a game manager when he got Randy Moss. That's when he started just throwing the ball all crazy. And hey, if that get a Randy Moss-esque or a Cooper-esque wide receiver, let it rip. But if you don't got that, know that you don't got that and run the fucking football. Stupid. He said Dak is better than a game manager, just needs some help from his OC. What evidence? I'm just asking you, Sugar Dad. I don't even like your name. I can't call you Sugar Daddy. SD1 Williams. SD1 Williams. Pause. What evidence do you have that would indicate that Dak is better than a game manager? I'll wait for you because he's not. Tebow, don't put him. He ain't no Tebow though. Your evaluation of talent is questionable. Maybe he talking about me. I don't know. Are you talking about me, Philip Ellis? It's fucked up, man. I ain't say nothing bad about you, bro. Damn. Hurt my feelings if I had some. I just don't got nothing. Put at AKOYE if y'all want to ask a question because I can't. I don't know what y'all saying. Pollard shouldn't even be blocking when he's in exactly. If you drew up a play and said, Pollard, if that mic comes hot on this play, we want you to pick. Stop. Zeke, you get in there. That's exactly how that should go. Hey, Rico Dowdle, you want to go in? You can. You know why? You know how Parcells used to play? He used to put Richards. What's that dude? That's fullback. He used to put him in the game, right? Not because he was the better running back out of Troy Hambrick and whoever the fuck else we had, Julius Jones and all them other guys. He didn't care. He put him in there because he could block on third downs and he could catch and he wouldn't fuck up. The guy that doesn't fuck up is the guy that you put in there on situational football. Period. The guy that won't make the mistakes, not the guy that you think is the new toy. Are you in New Jersey? No, I'm serious. Like you gotta hit me up offline, Sadiqa. We definitely. I mean, there's people out here from up there. I definitely hook you up. Okoye, why doesn't Big Mike call plays? I don't know. 20 pounds don't make a difference, bro. Because like I said, that dude Richards I was just talking about, he was only 200 pounds too. 20 pounds, he's only like 215 pounds. 20 pounds don't make the difference. It's the want to. You know, it's certain people just made a certain way too. It's not just the want to. Like some people could be 200 pounds, but they like feel like they just so much bigger. They run harder and they run big. Some dudes could be big as shit and be soft as Q-tip cotton. It don't matter. It's just the way Pollard is. He's not a guy. He's more of a wide receiver than a running back anyway, as far as his body, you know, the way he is. He's a quick twitch guy, quick twitch athlete. He's not a guy that you say, let me ask him to block on a regular basis. You don't need to do that. Okoye, I heard Phillip Rivers is coming to quarterback, bruh. Woo! Phillip Rivers will win with this team because Phillip Rivers is another one. He a guy that they kept on trying to make this high flying guy, but he plays his best football as a game manager. Me personally, Phillip Rivers with the running game, it was pretty damn good. Phillip Rivers without it, it was average. He's a guy that looked like Dak. Like he would get the stats, but he ain't going no fucking where. You say he a gunslinger? He wanna be, just like Dak. When Phillip Rivers gunslings, he's a loser, just like that. So you can't call him you could call him a gunslinger, but what the fuck good is it if you ain't slinging no wins? Slings. You know who a gunslinger is? Uh, a gunslinger would be Aaron Rodgers. He wins though. A gunslinger would be Brett Favre because he wins. You know what I'm saying? You gotta to be a gunslinger. Joe Burrow is a gunslinger. He wins. Mahomes is a gunslinger. You gotta win at slinging the gun to be a gunslinger. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a gunslinger if you lose when you do it. He said Favre mostly gun. That's facts. You said Dak is becoming injury prone. How? His last season, it was still like a layover from the year before. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can't say. I mean, in 3 seasons, he been 3 out of the 4 seasons. Last season, he got hurt too. Yeah, so last 3 seasons, he's been hurt. Got a point, I guess. I can't argue with that. I don't think Phillip Rivers is really coming here. Will Peters be starting next week, or what's up with that situation? I don't know. I'm going to call Jerry in a second, and I'm going to ask him what he plans on doing because we got that kind of relationship. And as soon as he tell me, I'm going to give you a call. I think he should be playing next week, though, but I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. Jim McMahon, Chicago, yeah, game manager. Damn, they said Dak is a Overhyped Tavares Jackson. That is not true, bro. Now you're lying. He's been terrible at blocking. Mark Smith says this. He's been terrible at blocking. Kellen heard all of the chatter about Pollard being in the game more and to sit Zeke and fell for it. Don't complain about it now. Y'all got what you asked for. Nobody's saying Pollard shouldn't play more. You just line him up in obvious running situations and run the ball with Pollard. I would say so. Uh, if you're going to ask your running back to stay in and block, or you're not really running, who has the dual threat? The dual threat, in my opinion, is Zeke, because they will throw Zeke the ball, and Zeke can actually run the ball, and Zeke can block. So if anybody needs to be in there in those obvious situations where you know that you're not really going to run the ball, then put Zeke in there and let him do his thing. If that's Dak audibling into passing plays, knowing that he got Pollard out there to block for him, then that's on fucking Dak, ain't it? Because you know what he can't do. So if you say, hey, our offensive line's hurt, I know they called a run play to Pollard, and I'm going to audible out of this because I feel like it, then that's on you, Dak. I don't know when that's happening, but maybe it did. You know what I'm saying? All right. That's my point, Okoye. Yeah, I guess I made your point. Zeke on the field, keep Zeke on the field. Kellen starts studying for math, Pollard, but then fails English. Zeke. I like that, T Mac. Uh, what else? All right. You know what Dak is? He's the best we got. So shut up, Anthony. I heard your feelings. I heard you. You heard the in your voice. That's what I say as far as getting rid of him. I don't want to get rid of Dak because he's very hard to replace. It's been 7 years. We've been building this Frankenstein of a monster. Now I would just like Tony Romo, it took a while. But once we got Tony Romo to a point, the reason I was mad when Dak came in, because we had got Tony Romo, the risk taker, gunslinger wannabe, to a point where he stopped trying to be the stat guy and just started being that guy. He just said, look, man, my collarbone really hurts. And I'm gonna hand this ball off. My back, my neck and my back. I'm gonna hand this ball off. And then if I need to score, I got you. If these dumbasses load 9 in the box again, Dez, I can see you, bro. I got you. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to play off Dez, I'm gonna call an audible, I'm gonna smoke screen, and Dez, you do your thing. I'm gonna just put the ball in your hand. I got you. I'm gonna throw it up, you go get it. I got you. That shit later in his career, that was cool. You know what I mean? That was cool. So I'm only asking for that from Dak. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking, I'm not saying get rid of him. Like I said, I keep saying that. I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm saying he looks like shit the way we're using him. And if he doesn't get that, he should sit in the film room and pay attention. Stop listening to the criticism where people telling you you're not this and not that, and be happy with what you are, which is a damn good game manager that can win games from under center and keep games close. And also, he's a gritty guy. Like Dak is, if he was playing like a game manager, Dak would be better than he is right now. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say let's curtail Dak. I'm trying to say let's get the best out of him. If you don't know what the fuck Dak is doing because he got the threat to run on every play, he got a running back behind him that looks like he's about to shove the ball down your throat. You don't know what the fuck we're doing, and Dak can now use an element of surprise to throw the ball as well, not just line up and try to look cute. Then Dak is more effective. If Dak can come up out of center, he bootlegs, he can run, whatever. If you not like he's Lamar Jackson, but just under center where the defense has to truly think about what's going to happen because everything looks the same. I mean, he's under center, and you don't know if Zeke's coming. You don't know what you can't. You're not in these obvious long down and distance situations, 2nd and 14, and third and 10 and shit like that all day because you went to pass happy on 1st and 10, got 0 yards, and now you're less likely. This is why I always say to people who say, let's throw on 1st down all the time. It's fucking stupid. Here's why. If you don't complete that pass on 1st down, you've now put the pressure on your offense, and you put the defense on notice where they know they can pin their ears back. 70% of the time, you're probably not going to run on that 2nd down. And now you put the pressure on the run game as well because now you got to get more than 5, 6 yards, 6, 7 yards. You got to get at least 7 yards on 2nd down for you to run it again. So the defense knows even if you ran it on second down, you damn sure ain't gonna do it on third down unless you get 7 or more yards. Then you might on 3rd and 3, you might run 3rd and 4, maybe you run, but the momentum ain't there. See what I'm saying? But if you run it on first down, you get yourself 5 yards. Now on second down, the defense don't know what the fuck you're doing. You get 3 yards on first down. The defense don't know what the fuck you're doing on 2nd and 7. You could be running again, or you could be passing. You know what I'm saying? Only way you're not getting anything on second, on you get predictable on second down when you ran on first is if you get no yards. But even then, you can still run. But the chances are lower. But you still could. When you pass on first down, excuse my French for hitting on the table and shit. I'm upset about this shit. But when you pass on first down and you get nowhere, you get zilch, you get fuckle, you are more likely to pass on second down. And now the defense can predict you. And if you get nowhere on second down, you definitely passing on third down. And now the pressure is on you as an offense, not the defense. That is my problem with the way we go pass happy. I don't think passing on first down is ever effective. But guess when it's effective? When you've been running on first down so much that they come out and run fronts because they think that you're going to still keep running it down their throats, and they come low 9 in the box because they're saying, hey, it's first down. They're most likely running again. And then you play action and pass. That's when the fuck is passing on first down is effective. Not coming out and shotgun on first down and just passing. The people look at stats, right, without looking at the situation, formation, and the lineup or the sub package. All those things factor in. If you're just looking at, hey, these teams that pass on first downs are effective, and say, I'm going to pass more on first down, you look like an idiot because you're not looking at the fact that, yeah, Lamar Jackson might be passing on first down. You know why? Because they think they're running anyway. So he got the element of surprise. You don't, because you coming out in shotgun trying to line Dak up like he's Phillip Rivers. Remember? I just said he was a gunslinger. Anyway, that's we have to stop this. The boom. We have to stop this. Them boom. I don't know what that means. This them boom. We feel the nation is, in the look in this look. AKOYE, you think Mike ain't calling the plays to let Kellen fall on the sword to buy himself another year? No, because he ain't got another year guaranteed if we look like shit this year. I think he set the table, though, where if he can play now, if he can get these teams to play and rally around whoever we come in here and play quarterback with, he bought himself another year anyway. So I know he don't want that, but the table is set. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We finally got a good defense in Dallas. Why wasted on a bum offensive coordinator that don't know what he's doing about? I know nothing about winning against the good teams when it's time to shine. Like Mike McCarthy, get in it, get it in. I mean, skip the stats. Can you win or not? Facts. It's about winning. Fans who praise other quarterbacks because of their stats is goofy as fuck. This organization is senile as fuck and has been for 27 years. So get prepared for talent like Parsons to go. I ain't gonna say that, man. I can't even finish that because that's a curse word. Cursing, man. I can't say that we ain't gonna win nothing. Oh no, Asmodeus, I ain't got no feelings to spare, bro. I feel you, Mr. T Dollar Sign. He said that's why we need to establish the run so that play action can work. Kellen always goes away from the run too early. Yep, you got to run until it's like this. It's like when you felt like you're going far enough, that's when you go even more. When you feel like you've done enough sit-ups, that's when it starts. That's when you do more. And when you feel like you ran too many times, that's when you run the ball some more. And that's when you know you got a defense. When they don't feel it, you can start seeing it. On that first play, like they didn't even want to tackle Zeke early in the game. On that first play that he ran that I put on Twitter, where he gets tackled by Levante David. If Levante David doesn't tackle him, Zeke is going for 30, 40 yards on that one play. Now, if I saw that as a coordinator, I'm like, damn, we almost busted one already. Let's run Zeke again. And let's do it to the right side, see what they do. Let's do it to the left side. Let's run Tony in that same look, see if he gets a couple more yards than Zeke did. That's what I would do. Not let's do a reverse with Tony. If I wanted to get Tony the ball, you don't got to get cute to give him the ball. Later on, when Tony started running effectively, matter of fact, in any game you've ever seen Tony Pollard run effectively, it was never off of a gadget play. Tony Pollard runs effectively straight up, like a running back, like any other running back. So to think that he needs to be in all this other, just because he can do more doesn't mean that's what he's supposed to be doing. He don't need to get the ball in no gadget situations to be effective. Just give him the ball and say, can you stop this sweep that's coming? When you throw the ball to Kamara on a sweep, you think they don't know they're getting set up for a sweep? They ain't watched the film, teams that playing against the Saints back in the day. They ain't watched the film. They don't know that they're about to run a sweep with Tony with Alvin Kamara. They know. You think they don't know Christian McCaffrey about to run a particular play, this tray counter or the counter tray? They know. They just can't do shit about it because they block it well, and he's going to be effective 7 times out of 10. 6 times out of 10 is good enough for me. If you run 10 times and 6 of them are effective runs, meaning 4 yards or more, keep running. If you run the ball 10 times and that ball is 10 rushes for 10 yards or some shit like that, then I would understand you throwing the ball. But that ain't what's happening. So, I can go all day on that. But I think I should spend the rest of this night, breaking down some of the plays from yesterday and putting that video out too. John Elway, his only Super Bowl was as a game manager. Thank you, y'all, because y'all starting to prove my point. Eddie, what's good? Eddie hit me up last night. He was mad as fuck. And I went, Eddie, the most positive dude one of the most positive people that I've met in a long time. I mean, the bull sent me some pita bread that was good as shit, right? And I ate it. And that's from a perfectly good stranger. I ate that shit. It was good. So that's a positive dude. It was made with love. And he was mad as shit himself last night. So when Eddie hit you mad, it's a fucking problem. You did something bad. That's like Mr. Rogers. Not like you, Mr. Rogers. I ain't never met you, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, he a nice dude, man. That's like Mr. Rogers get. If you see Mr. Rogers get gully on somebody, you don't even look at him. Like if he shoots somebody, like, what the fuck they done did to Mr. Rogers? You know what I'm saying? They done pissed him the fuck off, man. I mean, people get mad, man. It is what it is. Facts. Joe Thomas was our best linebacker at that time. Yeah, man. I won't lie. I don't never lie. So if I'm saying it, it's because I'm watching it. Even if I ain't make the breakdown video, I'm watching it. I'm very weird. Where how many times have y'all seen last night's game already? How many times have y'all seen it? By show of numbers, you can put it in there. I'm gonna show you how weird I am. I agree with Dallas Cowboys. Dak is who he is. It's been 7 years. Need to change OC. Yep. Both the Super Bowls they won were by Terrell Davis. Facts. 0, Sandra Love. 2, Caesar. 2, Des Boys. That's good. I watched the encore this afternoon. 1. Sugar Daddy. 0. Kyle Cornett. 1. See? Not gonna lie. 1. I don't watch that game 3 times, and when I get off here, I'm about to watch it again. And then when the coaches film come out, I'm gonna watch it maybe 2 more times, but from the offensive perspective, then from the defensive perspective. And then if I see a player that I want to highlight, I'm gonna watch just him. So I watch this shit a lot. So sometimes I might not have time in a week during the season. If I said Joe Thomas was our best linebacker that year, guess why? Because I don't watch the game so many times. I'm like, who's having the impact? Who's hitting the right gap? Who doing it? I ain't saying it because I'm smarter than nobody. I ain't about that. It ain't about that. I'm just watching shit that I know you ain't watching. Because you got a job or some shit. You got to do shit. You rely on us to do that. So you got a job or some shit you got to go do. And you got to get prepared. You just worried about who we're going to play next week after Wednesday. I'm still watching the shit. And then at the end of the season, I go back and watch it again just to break down players that I like from the last season. Shit like that. So I watch these guys way more than normal people. That's the only reason. It ain't because I'm smarter. I'll be watching on Vaj's Patreon. I don't have a plug for all 22 game pass. Facts. Most Dak fans only watch highlights and listen to the media. Facts. The camera showed Bowles smiling on the sideline. Yeah, because he's like, these dickheads go do the dickhead. They're going to throw the ball again. Scotty. Don't make no sense. Even in your 2 down, 2 TDs still run because you're wearing down. Yep, even if you're down 2 TDs, still run because you're wearing down the defense. Yep, you make it so that later on in the game, that pays off. And then when you have to run later on in the game, it's effective. And also a secondary is used to running like a track star. They run all day. Wide receivers, they can run all day. if there's nothing happening to him. If you want a wide receiver to get off his game, guess what you got to do? Hit him in his fucking mouth. If you want a secondary to get off of their game, you know what you got to do? Hit him in their mouth. Everybody who said that Jalen Ramsey wasn't shit in the first game against the Bills didn't watch that game very much. You know why Jalen Ramsey didn't look very good versus the Bills? Because he was worried about the run. And he was worried about Josh Allen running. Josh Allen ran and put his face mask in his mouth and then kind of humped his head. Pause. He did hump his head, though. He was humping Jalen Ramsey's head while he was under the pile. So Jalen Ramsey wanted to get some. He's mad. He's thinking about the backfield when he's letting guys run right by him. That's what happens to your secondary. I can prove this, though. When you looked at Brandon Jacobs and Tiki Barber, you know what they used to do to get Amani Toomer and those guys open, and Hakeem Nicks and all those guys, and Plexico Birds. You know how they used to get open? You know why? Because they would run Brandon. You know Brandon Jacobs ain't fucking fast. Why you think they're running sweeps? Why you think they ran sweeps with Brandon Jacobs? Why you think we ran sweeps with Marion Barber and not Julius Jones and shit like that? We ran him up the middle. We ran sweeps with Marion Barber. Why do you think coaches do that with their power backs? Because, you know, when you got one-on-one on the outside where your guy is that corner, you make those corners come up and tackle. Even if they tackle you for 1 yard or 2 yards, don't matter. You make them come up and tackle because they don't fucking like it. They don't like it. And when they got to come up and tackle, play actions work, number one. And two, when your wide receiver gets physical with them later on, they still feel in those runs in the fourth quarter. They still feel that. They feel like they've been playing the game because they didn't just have to run for an entire game. They had to actually hit and get physical. That's why you do that. So y'all are right. Y'all right about that. Okay. All right. You saying exactly what I'm saying. He said, was it me or were they running right at Diggs specifically? Facts. Facts. Exactly. Y'all get it. I know I got some smart football fans here. Yeah, we just talking facts up here. I'm just seeing if anybody said anything that was new that I needed to address. All right. Front office is clowns. I mean, the front office is this, and this is what I'm gonna say to everybody who got a problem with the front office. I stopped talking about Jerry. And here's why. We are one of few teams who don't rely on free agents at all. So to say that they clowns, right? But we homegrown a team that I actually like. And I'm talking about this defense, top down. I like them. I like most of the players on our defense. I like most of the players on this entire team, Dak included, our offensive line. I like Fournier. I like McGovern. I like Tyler Smith. I like Tyron Smith. I like Biadass. You know what I'm saying? I like these dudes. You know, I love Zach Martin and I love Steele. You know what I'm saying? These dudes is good. They all came from here. I like Schultz. I like the kid that we just got, Ferguson. I like him too. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like Cooper Rush. I don't love him, but I like him. I ain't mad he on the team. You know what I mean? I like Houston. I like Tolbert. I like CD Lamb. You know what I'm saying? But these are all guys that this front office went out and got and drafted. So I can't hate them because the chefs that they hire. So I like the ingredients that they went shopping for, right? I do. I can't get mad because the chef can't fucking cook. So the front office, you can say whatever you want about them. Our problem yesterday wasn't the fact that Jason Peters wasn't starting. Our problem is not that we don't have 3 number 1 receivers because we don't need them. Our problem is we don't use the players and the ingredients that we have here correctly. So that's not front office, in my opinion. I would say it with you because, like I said, I don't care. They don't pay me. I don't work for nobody that Jerry and them would give a fuck to stop from paying me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a 105er. So if I'm saying this, is because that's facts. Y'all can't say I'm lying. Y'all like all those guys too. That's why y'all mad. Y'all don't like the chef. Y'all don't like the chef. And I don't either. I don't blame the head coach for that. I don't. Because I feel like Mike McCarthy has put this team in position where they look smart on the field, the defense? Yes. Did we look like we have a plan? Yes. Does it look like we were following McCarthy's plan when the way he was reacting on the sideline? No, I don't think we were. I think we were. I think Kellen Moore was doing what Kellen Moore does, and I think now he'll have the rope to do a lot less of it. So it's not the front. The front office, they have their problems, but I stopped talking about them like a year ago because do we have money under cap? Yep. Do we have a bunch of players top down that I like? Yep. But we're not spending no money? Nope. So that's smart shit to me. I can't be that's how you feel. I mean, they're running a good business and giving us a good product at that. So I can't be mad at them right now. You know what I mean? Can't. It's up to the coaches and the rest of these players to put a winning product on the field with what we already have here. And I think we have everything we need, even with Dak hurt, to still win games. We still do if we change our philosophy. And that's the hardest part. But that's not coming from no Jerry Jones. And even if it was, if you're going to lose your job anyway, you ever think about this? Parcells didn't give a fuck because he was ready to go sit on the couch. He didn't give a fuck where he was going next. But you got to have that mentality anyway, where it's like Jimmy Johnson, I don't care. Jimmy Johnson is on Fox right now in a cushy ass job for the rest of his life and can get another head coaching position if he wanted one. You know why? Because he said, fuck you, Jerry. While I'm coaching this team, I'm going to put us in a position to win. And I'm going to make it hard for you to fire me. Because I'm going to win I'm going to do what it takes. Parcells, I remember Jerry. You know why Jerry don't be on the sideline no more? It ain't because he don't do that sort of thing. He would do it. You know why he don't come down there? Because when he pick up the phone and he call, those head coaches, Jerry, Jason Garrett, and McCarthy, they will answer the bitch and listen to what he has to say. Parcells will flag the shit off. I remember that. And then Jerry would come on the field. You know what Parcells would do? He would stand so far up on the sideline that Jerry's still in his peripheral and behind him somewhere. Like, fuck you. I'm not listening to shit you got to say right now. I'll talk to you in the locker room. I ain't talking to you right now. Fuck you. I'm gonna win this game though. And he did. So that's that's how you handle those things, in my opinion. And if you're gonna get fired anyway, get fired doing the shit your way. If I'm gonna get beat the fuck up, I'm gonna get beat the fuck up doing shit my way. If I'm gonna lose my way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm losing anyway. I don't want to lose your way because then I'm always gonna say, well, if I would have done it my way, then why you ain't do it your way? You only had one shot anyway. Do it your way. I'm gonna live life and I'm gonna die. Guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it my fucking way. Cause then I ain't mad at nobody when I get the fuck up out of here, man. Y'all gotta. I mean, if you ain't like that anyway, you should be like, that ain't Jerry fault. That's your mama fault and your daddy fault. Because if you ain't got that in you, you know what I'm saying? That's on you. That's on you. You got the job. Once you get the job, win. And then guess what Jerry got to do? Shut the fuck up. You can't say nothing to you. All right, that's it, y'all. I'm Ghosty. Oh, damn, it's 225 in here. Y'all done got in here and showed me some love. Look at that. Thank you. I surely appreciate it. I surely appreciate it, should I say. Dak isn't winning the game until Dak is able to come back. Even when he comes back, is no guarantee. In case you didn't see, Tampa whipped them. Dak and the receivers look real bad. Real motherfucking bad. Them receivers did not look. Why did they look bad? Because Dak couldn't hit him to save his life. They didn't look bad. He was throwing a lot of fucked up passes. He was throwing bad passes the whole night, in my humble opinion. But I will show you because the coaches film is coming out, and we ain't gonna see Dak for a couple weeks. So I got nothing but time to break down him, this game, and the 49ers game. You going live for the next game? I should be. No, I got a consultant coming out next Sunday, and we got a survey, which is like a inspection on the 21st. So I'm going to be in Baltimore next Sunday, but I will be doing a reaction video that night, and I will do the breakdowns during the week. But the week after that, I should definitely be on a live again. I will be. So yeah, I will be. So I gotta tell Vach. I gotta tell Vach what. Vach got his own opinions about things, and I got mine. I mean, that's my man's though. So we disagree all the time. That's all of us. You know what I mean? But that's why we are who we are. You know what I mean? He can think the way he think. You know what I mean? I just don't agree with him all the time, especially when it comes to Dak and all of them. I don't agree. At AKOYE, what did we do to take advantage of the Bucks defense? Nothing. Nothing. We should have ran the ball. Should have ran the ball. And what else we got? Love and Aries, I'm glad to be back, babes. Really am. I strongly agree. McCarthy needs to take over the play caller. I think he could do a good job. Dak isn't. You already said that. Said that. Said that. He said all these men around to not run the ball. Facts. All right, I think I got most of that. He said nobody was screaming front office last year when we went 12-5. I agree with that. It's not front office. They gave us a team. Like I said, I haven't liked the Cowboys this much in a long time. But that's the thing. A lot of your frustrations are coming from the fact that, like I said, you expect to win. So when you don't win when you expect to win, that's when it's a problem. You know what I mean? When somebody tell you, you know, when somebody tell you that your team should be winning, that's and you think that they should be winning, they still lose. That's when you mad. Adekoya, you giving credit to McCarthy for the defense? Uh, no, I give credit to McCarthy for the way they organized the team. McCarthy is you realize McCarthy's job is to manage the managers in his case. Some coaches, head coaches, have to motivate players. Some coaches come in to be offensive minded guys because they have a Dick LeBeau who can manage the defense without you. Some guys come in to be defensive minded guys like Todd Bowles because he has Byron Leftwich and Tom Brady on offense, so he don't need to do shit with the offense at all, which makes his job easier. And some coaches come in to instill culture and structure. Do we have a new culture? Yes. Do we have structure? Yes, we do have problems with penalties and discipline, but the structure and the culture is what Mike McCarthy brought here that is different than Jason Garrett's. I can see that, clearly see that. I like watching the Cowboys now. I can clearly see that. So, culturally speaking, he has changed the culture. He has brought in guys like guys that I don't think Jason Garrett goes after these guys. Certain guys like Curse. I don't think Curse lasts here because he's outspoken. Uh, D Law was here under his watch, but D Law is another of those guys that I don't think that Jason Garrett likes those type of guys that much, like aggressive, manly men. Right? Mike McCarthy can reel those types of guys in, and he has done it. And we have a bunch of them now that are like straight studs, and he got a bunch of rooms full of men. If you can lead men to victory, Parcells could do that. Jimmy Johnson could do that. You know what I mean? So and so can Mike McCarthy. Um, so yes, I can give Mike McCarthy credit for this defense because his job ain't to call plays, man. All coaches don't call plays. His job was to do exactly what I just said, which is install culture and structure. And I can see the culture and the structure in his team. And I like it. Do I like the way the offense is being called? No, but he ain't the fucking offensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator answers to him. Is he the defensive coordinator? No. Defensive coordinator answers to him. All these units, Bones Fossil, he ain't a special team guy. You know what I'm saying? Bones Fossil is, and he answers to him. So the way Mike McCarthy is on this team and what his job is on this team is not just being a Jerry Pet, because I don't think that's totally it. I think the reason Mike McCarthy isn't hands-on in every department is because you have people that are in those departments for a reason. And Kellen Moore was supposed to be the play caller. So to come in as a guy that's supposed to install culture and structure and just say, hey, because I have experience, I'm about to take over your job as OC rather than just oversee you and help you and tutor you a little bit here and there. That would be from the door, it would have been crazy. Now, at this point where it calls for it, it makes sense. But if it came in like that from the door, in the locker room and behind closed doors, that would have been a cultural disaster. So, no, I get that. I get what he was doing. You got to give your guy time to fail. And Kellen Moore has had all the rope he needs, in my opinion. So, fuck him now. You know what I mean? Now, anyway, that's it. My bad. All right, I'm Ghost fellas and ladies and everyone. Appreciate it. I definitely was having fun being back, but now I'm about to get to some film, and I'm gonna prove everything I just said to y'all. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep doing it. But wholeness, love all y'all. I'll be back shortly. I'm gonna sit here and watch the film, finish drinking my bourbon and pineapple juice, eat me my dinner, and get to my notes, man. I'm on it. Talk to y'all soon. Peace. Let's see. Wonderful commentary. Thanks, Asmodeus. One day I'm gonna figure out who you is, man. I said this about you and Alpha Mason. I'm like, y'all not humans. Because if I jump on here at 3 o'clock in the morning, Michael Autry, what's good, man? Fire, peace. If I jump on here at 4 o'clock in the morning, Asmodeus will be sitting right there, like first. So will Alpha Mason. They both like always here, man. Yeah, always here, man. Appreciate the love, man. Like, yeah, this is one of the best jobs I got for sure. Cause it's the one job that I'll do for free. And I love it. So appreciate y'all, man. Definitely. So motive B, 100 by the power of 3 times 3. You already know what that means, Alpha Basic. Yeah, I mean, I knew you were still there too. I said what I said. I'm like, even though you wasn't in the comments, I'm like, watch this. You always sit there listening, bro. Boy, not human. I think the Masons sent you, man. They sent you to watch me. They're like, watch him to see if he a good brother or not. All right. Yeah, I might have a good day. He said lurking. Yeah. Caution. 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 Yeah. I'm on it. Ben Farmer. What's up, man? Ben, you look real polished too, Ben. Ben look like the feds or something. You don't even look like the feds. You look like about to sell me a house, man. Sell me a crib, man. D Brad, what's up? He said, you the man, bro. Thank you, bro. Cowboy Nation, Stars, Ghost, Caesar. It's cloudy, bruh. I don't know what that means. Oh, you mean this camera cloudy? It may be. That's a 4K camera though, bro. I don't know. He was like Denzel. He's like, that's $2,500 alpaca. You block that shit. Greedy vegan. Let's go. I'm just getting everybody shout outs. I ain't talking about shit no more. Travel light. Oh, that's what you talking about. Oh, I got you. I got you. It ain't cloudy, man. That light shine bright, man. Even in the darkness, man. We owls out this bitch, man. You understand? Yeah, we waiting on that Dak film. Need to see your take. You already know what my take is, Troy. I just told you. I'm just gonna prove what I said. But my take is what it was last year and what it is now. If you need me to show you that people are open and timing is off, I can. But that's not the reason we losing. See, when I do that, the reason I stopped doing the Dak joints on those type time, because when I say that we're missing passes or we're missing guys wide open, and that's obviously happening, that becomes the reason we're losing. And then we don't like Dak farm starts. But that ain't the case. I'm not here for the Dak haters. I'm not. I ain't here for y'all. If y'all Dak haters, I ain't here for that. I'm here to say we're losing because of the scheme and the way we choose to deploy it. If you're asking Dak to go throw the ball and you see that he's missing guys wide open on film every week, then you ask him to throw the ball the same way every week, then that's on you, not Dak. I got a problem with that. I got no problem with that. So that's the reason I don't make the videos on him, because it's like it points to an idea that I ain't even going with. I'm not even going that way with it. I don't always like what he does, but I'm not stupid. How many Daks do you get in a draft? Even in his draft class, he the only one that's still on the same team. He the only good quarterback out that draft class. They had Carson Wentz over there too. I would take Dak over Carson Wentz at this point. I wouldn't in the first year. I thought Carson Wentz was gonna be that guy. You know what I'm saying? But that don't even mean you can't win with Wentz. You just got to put these people in position to play within the confines of their ability, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's it. Ah, my number one film guy right here. I appreciate it. I look to be, man. I look to be. You know I'm gonna keep it real, Sandra Love. He said the film loves your breakdown. Ernesto Campos, he said, first time on your show, very direct and conclusive. Keep on going. Oh yeah, man, you new here, but welcome, good brother. Welcome. I'm glad you feel it. But yeah, it's always been this way. We don't play no games over here, man. Prove it with the film. Everything I say, I'm gonna prove it. If I can't prove it, I ain't gonna say it. And if it's my feelings, I'm gonna just tell you it's my feelings. Like, here's my feelings, right? I don't like LVE. That's my feelings. I don't like him. I don't mind him on the team though. I just don't like him being the starter. That's just personal. All right. Nothing new under the Cowboy stars. Like I said, I was just talking shit because y'all was still on here commenting. I don't really want that. Last two games, throwing trash is wrong. Hope they get the prosecute them. huh? Making us look bad. I think you want them to go to jail. Good stuff, Okoye. Keep doing your thing. Yeah, LVE is trash to me. But I mean, let me say this correctly. Let me be politically, not even politically correct, just actually correct. LVE is good. He just should have never been drafted as high as he was. He shouldn't have been our guy. What was it? Derwin James. We had an opportunity to get that year, or it was another kid, uh, the linebacker. It was a linebacker from Tennessee. That Tennessee grad, a couple picks before us. We could have went with those guys. You know what I mean? I think that would have been a better move, trying to move up and get rid of LV. When's the next roundtable? I don't know. I was supposed to give a Vosh last night, but we missed each other. Jim Laws, what's good, bro? You missed this whole joint. I'm just talking shit at this point. Ain't no more breakdowns going. All right, I got to all of y'all, man. Shout out to Young Maine. Shout out to all the moderators that be looking out. Asmodeus, Loving Aries, Ready Red, Alpha Mason, um, Marcus, Sadiqa Charles, one of my favorites over there. You know what I'm saying? I miss you being live and and depressed. I ain't depressed. I can't be depressed no more. But uh, but yeah, I feel you though. Yeah, I feel you. Salute. I can't be depressed. I can't get that mad at the Cowboys no more. I don't give a fuck. I don't care that much. You know what I'm saying? My sanity is important. Glad you back. Time for Mr. Cox to show up. Yeah, man. Pause. I'm tired. I'm tired of LV playing over Cox though. I really am. He said, "No, I meant me. Don't be depressed, Jim. Man, this shit is what it is. If winning don't feel good if you never lost with a team. So this losing, it's been 27 years of losing, but this this losing hurt like a bitch. But that's gonna make winning feel better. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make winning feel better. There's plenty of teams that don't ever win shit. I mean, never. It's not even a conversation. You know what I'm saying? And they fans still rock and roll and don't complain. Probably because they're not on TV being talked about, and they're not given the one thing that makes Cowboy fans upset. Those other teams don't have it. You know what they don't have that we have every year, no matter what, because we're in the limelight, and that's hope. We're always giving hope. When you give somebody hope and they don't meet that expectation, it hurts more. When you don't have hope anyway, you don't give a fuck. You know you're getting up. It's like you're getting up to lose. You ain't gonna win this. You don't care. You just coming to play good. You just want to see certain guys you like play, or you want to go have some camaraderie. The Eagles fans know what that's about. They used to play that gang green shit in the parking lot. They still do in the parking lot at their football stadium, whatever. You know what I mean? Bird Gang be out there. They used to be losing out there every week, but every week they out there, ain't they? In the cold, you know what I mean? In jail inside the stadium, all that shit. I ain't gonna have no hangover. You said you got a massive hangover today. Yeah, I feel you, bro. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. All right. All right. I'm definitely going this time. All right. I was only fucking with y'all. I'm definitely going. Peace.